Have you ever thought about becoming a travel advisor? This is one way to monetize your blog. Let's dive in. So I'm Kerwin and I'm with Travel Blogger 101. And today we're going to be talking about how to monetize your blog as a travel advisor. Now, throughout the presentation, it may say travel agent because travel agent is a term that was used up until a few years ago. But today, pretty much everyone is talking about travel advisor. So let's jump right in. Okay, so let me share my screen for you, and then we'll jump right in. So today we're going to be talking about how to become a travel advisor as another way of monetizing your blog. And this is going to be a guide to leveraging what's called host agencies for travel blogging success. And just before we delve in, um, I should probably just explain a host agency because we're going to be using the term throughout this presentation. So a host agency is literally what the words say. It's an agency that you sign, a travel agency that you sign up with, and they are basically they're your travel agency boss, if you want to call it that. Um, in the travel agency world, you could go and create like an American Express travel agency or an Expedia travel agency or any one of the big travel agencies out there. It's very expensive to do this. And there's a lot of certification that you have to get to do all that. So the idea of signing up with a host agency is so you don't have to do all that. So what are we going to cover today? We're going to do a little introduction, why becoming a travel advisor is a great monetization option for you, how to become a travel agency without an IATA number, and I'll explain what an IATA number is, benefits of joining a host agency, and we'll talk about some of the host agencies that are out there and how to join them. And then we'll just give you I'll give you some final tips as a travel advisor. Let me scoot this down a little bit out of your way. Let's stick it here. Okay. Why becoming a travel advisor is a great monetization option for you. Becoming a agent as a travel blogger, see, I'm using the words interchangeably. It's an excellent way for you to monetize your blog by offering personalized services to your audience. And here's why this can be a lucrative addition. It's diversified income, right? So what you're doing is you're adding travel agent services provides adding a travel agent service provides a direct revenue stream from booking and commissions, reducing reliance on ad revenue, affiliate links, or sponsored content. And ad revenue, affiliate links, and sponsored content are three things that I've talked about. But adding yourself as a travel agent just adds, it's another way of making money, right? Multiple streams of income. Bear in mind that this might not be right for everyone, just depends on what your blog is about, but it's another thing that you could think about. It also deepens audience relationships. So by offering travel booking services, you strengthen your connection with your readers by providing hands-on assistance. This personal interaction builds trust and increase reader loyalty. It's work though, right? Because what you're doing is you're creating travel options for people. Now, in the travel advisor world, commissions is how you make money, right? And so with commissions, it means you have to make a sale. And when you make a sale, there's an agreement between yourself and the partner that you sell this, they give you this amount of percentage commission. Now, because you're working for a host agency, the agency also takes a part of the commission, so you share the commission. Just to give you an idea of how all that works. So it's increased broad credibility. Operating as a travel agent gives you an additional layer of authority and expertise in the travel space, making your recommendation more valuable and credible. Because people will see you as an authority figure. If you're giving travel advice out there and you're a registered travel agent or travel advisor, people go, "Oh, okay, they know what they're doing." So because you know what you're doing, you'll more than likely get more clients. It also leverages existing content. your travel blog is already an excellent source of inspiration and information. If you're going to do booking services on your site, you could always send your readers to articles that you've written on that place. If somebody's going to say London, because you know London is my favorite place, right? You could always, in addition to booking all their travel arrangements for them, and when I say travel arrangements, I mean you could do the airfare. Now, what you normally do when you book air is you just charge a fee if your state allows you to charge a fee. Some states you cannot do that, so you need to check that. But typically people charge like $25 per person just to do the booking. And because when you do air travel, you don't really get any commissions from the air travel unless you're like a big agency, right? Now, if you do an affiliate thing like State 22, when people book air travel on there, I think I make like 6 cents or 8 cents, depending on what it is. So, but if you're going in and you're actually doing the booking, you're doing the research and all that, then you can charge your customer a fee for doing this I guess for taking care of all that for them. But make sure that your state allows it so you can actually do it within your state. Now, it's ideal in travel, having a travel audience. I'm just trying to move this thing out of the way. Okay. Now let's talk about why becoming an advisor is a great monetization option. We are the ideal audience. We're already doing travel, right? So because you have a dedicated audience that's already interested in travel. You focus on niche travel areas. Example, you have adventure travel, family vacation, luxury vacation, all the different types of travel. Now, just a tip, the more expensive the properties are, the better your commissions are. Doesn't mean that you should always try to know your audience. So if your audience is budget travel, don't recommend a luxury place just because you're going to get a better commission. Um, just know that if you do budget travel, you have to book a lot more because the commissions are not as good in budget properties because they're cheaper, right? You're more comfortable with direct client communication and providing a personalized service because this is stuff that you do every day, right? You're always doing blog, you're already doing blogging, you're already doing stuff like I'm doing now, doing videos and you're talking to your customers, which is what becoming a travel advisor does. Now, we're going to talk about something that I hinted to at the beginning. In order to become a travel advisor, you need to get what's called an IATA number. Now, IATA is the International Air Transport Association. This is a group that overlooks air travel, air transport. Now, there is also ICAO, which is the International Civil Aviation Authority, and they're based in Montreal. I'm not sure where exactly IATA is based. But there's two organizations that you hear about all the time. But for this exercise, we're going to talk about IATA. So in order for you to become a travel agent, so in order for you to issue travel tickets, you need an IATA number. You either get one on your own and it's extremely expensive to do it, or you can get one that already belongs to an agency. So you sign up with that agency, you do whatever they tell you to sign up, whether you pay a monthly fee or you pay a flat fee. And then, some of them have minimums that you have to sell X number of dollars per month or per year in order to stay with them. And then you have to give them a part of your commission that you make. That's just an agreement that you make with the agent because everybody has to make some money, right? So that's why going with a host agency is easier because you don't have to pay all the certification and because there's a lot of government requirements that you have to do to become a travel agency, and you don't have to do that if you become a host agencies. So there are challenges of getting an IATA number, right? I pretty much spoke about this in the previous slide. And the other one says, you also need an understanding of the backend system. Now, GDS is the stuff that you probably never heard of, but a GDS is a global distribution system. It is a system that you use every day, but you just don't know you're using it. Every time you go to book a flight, it is hitting on what's called a GDS. So if you go to Google travel services, Google Flights, it is hitting on what's called a GDS in the background. And what the GDS is doing is it is show, oh yes, when you see all those flights show up, they're coming from a system that's called the Global Distribution System. And all the airlines in the world, they're not all, but most airlines in the world pay to be a part of that system. Now, every time someone goes and go, hey, I want to go. I almost spoke in GDS language. I was going to say AIAH, LAX, 12 DEC, enter. That's the entry that's in the back end. But you just put, I want to go from Houston to Los Angeles and I want to go on December 12th. And the system comes back and it gives you all the information. But in the back end, it's going and saying, okay, what does American have? What does Delta have? What does United have? What does Spirit have? What does Frontier have? Any other airlines that's in there? And it'll give you like it'll give you all the non-stops, then it'll give you all the connections, and then you have the fares and that goes with it. And the booking engine that you see online, when you go to the airline's website or you go to the Google or the Kayaks or the Expedias of the world, they make it pretty and make it understandable. So that's what's happening in the back end. Now, if you join a host agency, you don't have to deal with all that, right? You just have to sign up, and now we're going to talk about the benefits. It's easier than me just going off. So host agencies handle the IATA accreditation, which is the biggest the biggest obstacle that you have. And you get access to all the booking platforms. So you don't need to get any kind of certification. Well, I shouldn't say that. You don't need to get IATA certification, but you do need some type of certification because you have to learn what you're doing, right? You can't go sell cruises if you don't know the product. And typically what will happen is that once you sign up for with your host agency, each of the companies that you're going to represent, they have their own training. So like I did Virgin cruises. I went through their cruises, their cruise training, and right now I think I'm doing is it RCL, which is Royal Caribbean, and I'm going through their thing. And it's really good because it tells you exactly what the product is. Because when somebody call you up, you want to be able to say, oh, okay, here's what you do. So for example, Virgin Voyages gives you a link. So you can give a customer a link and say, hey, go book your own cruise. But if somebody calls you up and they want to find out, well, do I get breakfast every morning? What happens when I stop in a port? What does the cabins look like and things like that. That's a question that you want to know how to answer. How many ships do they have? What kind of ships there are? What's the size of the ship? How many passengers they carry? So that kind of stuff you learn in the training so you can be educated when you talk to a customer. Cruises are one of the best things to become a travel advisor because with cruises, you get a much better commission. And because the cruises are expensive, it's like $3,000 for a cruise or something like that. And sometimes you get anywhere between 10 and 18% depending on the deal you're doing. So, you can probably get a minimum of $300 just off a cruise, but it's a lot of work, right? And you don't get paid right away. You get paid later, depending on when the travel is. Things with cruise is that people book like what are we 10 we're in 2024 now. People be booking like 2026. It's insane. Because usually with flights, you're booked 330 days out, but with cruise, it goes way out. Okay. So another reason is a lower cost. With a host agency, you avoid the hefty startup costs. And most agencies have low startup fees or commission-based models, making it affordable to get started. So it's work, right? You got to work. Training and resources. Host agents provide training on how to book travel, use booking platform, handle customer inquiries, and manage commissions. And it's ideal if you're new. Now, I come from the airline industry, so I understand a lot more about online bookings and how they work. Because when I started, I actually helped to build the booking engine for the airline I was working for. So this was back in the early, well, mid 90s. And only Alaska Airline actually had a booking engine out there. At airline anyway, they had one. You also have access to higher commissions. When you get like an affiliate link to say booking.com or Expedia or something like that, the commission that you get per booking is not necessarily high. But when you work with an agency, you get actually get a high, and I've seen that with a few of the partners that are out there. The commission is way, way, way better when you come through the travel agent portal than when you have like an affiliate link. Of course, you can have both, right? Let's see. Booking platforms and partnership host agencies have pre-established relationships with airlines, hotels, cruises, and other suppliers, making it easy to access inventory and offer competitive pricing. So one of the things is, so let's say you're going to book a flight. And for flights, like I said, you get like crap commission or none. But if you book a package and the package includes a flight, there's a flight, car, hotel, the entire thing for the customer, you actually get a pretty good commission for that. They do these through like Apple Vacation, Delta Vacations, and things like that. It's also JetBlue Vacation. So those are the vacation arms of the hotel. And just a tip, uh, if you're trying to book air, car, and hotel, sometimes if you book the air, it's more expensive than if you just book the car. So what you may want to do, I mean, well, if you want to book everything separate, so what you may want to do is do a package deal. And oftentimes a package deal is much cheaper. The thing with package deals though is it's being booked through a travel agent. And so you don't have direct well, you do have direct access, but you don't have direct access to your reservation. For example, if you need to make a change, everything is connected to each other. So and that's one of the things as a travel advisor is you are the person who's controlling this for your customer. And as a result, you're responsible for making sure if something happens to the flights, then you have to fix them. If the customer has a question, you have to service the reservation. If you need to contact the airline, you have to do that on behalf of the customer. The reservations will have all your IATA information in there, so they'll know that it's coming from an agency. And usually the airlines have a special number for travel agents to call. So it's different and it's more work, but it actually pays off in the long run. You get access to an a lot of resources that the agency has because they have all these relationships with the airline. So you don't have to go and negotiate with this airline to get airline rates. You don't have to negotiate with hotels or cruises and all that because your agency already did that. Matter of fact, in the portal that we have for the agents that I work with, you have like a whole list of people that they already have. And so if you want to go have a trip in Japan, they have a whole bunch of agencies that can work with in Japan. If you want to go find all the cruise lines, they have a whole list of those and you can go with. So they have a lot of resources. If you need travel insurance, they have a whole list of travel insurance providers that you can go with. So they've done the hard work for you. So what this does, it allows you to focus on the relationship with your clients rather than trying to figure out, well, how does this thing work, right? But of course, you share the commissions. That's the price you pay, which I don't think is a bad price to pay, right? Some companies give you a 30-70 split. It just depends on who you're working with. So what are the benefits of joining a host agency? When you partner with a host agency, you gain access to various resources, tools, and perks that make it easier to launch your travel advisor business. And here are some benefits. One, training programs. Most host agencies offer extensive training to ensure you're well equipped to sell travel. Um, like I said, these are really, really good. The agency themselves will have little trainings for you to do. The agency I'm with, they actually have an open house, I guess office hours, if you want to call it that, and they have them twice a week. And so that's really, really good. And you get to meet other agents and you get to ask questions. They have an online portal and you can go there and ask questions anytime you want, and somebody will usually answer. They have, like I said, they have online webinar. They have online webinars, and they actually teach you how to sell because the whole idea is that if you don't know how to sell, then it's not going to work, right? Because they need to make money, so they're going to teach you how to make money so you can make money and they make money too. They have workshop and seminars. They will organize in-person or virtual events. And to provide deeper knowledge about destination sales techniques and tools, we just had an online, 3-day online conference with uh, where the suppliers came and you were able to talk to them online and find out what they do, what they sell, and how to, and what resources they have to help you. And they also do uh, in-person events. We had an event last year, um, and that was very good to actually meet the people that you talk to online all the time. And the suppliers actually came, and you got a chance to sit and listen to the suppliers as well. And then the other thing is um, that's probably it. At least for now. Now, some agencies have mentorship program because a lot of agents need hand holding, especially if you've never done this before. You'll have all these type of questions, and they're there to help you. I wanted to go back to the workshops, although I think I did mention it that we had an offsite. So that's good. Okay. We talked about access to um, booking systems. The big ones are typically Amadeus, Sabre, and WorldSpan. And there's also one called Shares. Different airlines use different systems. Um, you typically don't see this anymore because it's all the back-end system. You usually see a different interface, and that interface sits on top of these. But each airline uses a different system. Like American is Sabre, Delta is WorldSpan, and I think like Lufthansa is Amadeus and things like that. And you also have the flight, the car, and all that kind of booking system. So these are the things that occur in the back end, things that you probably have to learn on your own, but you don't really need to because the agency already provide access to these things. Now they do negotiate exclusive deals with airline, hotels, and tour operators, so you can offer competitive price to your clients. This is actually really important because you will see uh, there's a called like consolidators. A consolidator is a company that because they sell so much bulk, the airline gives them specific pricing, or they'll give them incentives that says if you sell this much by the end of the year, you get instead of getting a 5% commission, you may get a 10% commission. So they basically keep the airline, the seats on the airplanes full, their rooms in the hotels full, the rooms on the cruises and the tours and stuff like that full. And you get access to this kind of information. Same thing with travel packages. You can build itineraries from scratch depending on the tools that they provide you. So you're basically getting a plethora of tools that you would normally not have. If you thought booking on Expedia.com or one of the Google.com or something like that was fun, wait till you get behind the scenes and you see you have so many more tools. The commissions are higher, like I was saying before, because they have a better deal with the companies. Like Expedia, for example, has something called Expedia Tap, which is Expedia Travel Agency Portal. And when you sign up for that under your agency, your host agency name, you get to see a lot better prices. Some of the hotels have, like I think Marriott has like a VIP thing. You can sign in and you see a lot, you get better pricing for a lot of these high-end hotels. Now, agencies also have preferred lists, supplier lists, where you can earn more commission for promoting certain brands or suppliers, and sometimes they'll throw some of that out. The other thing before I go to this part is one of the benefits too is that they have what's called FAMs, which are familiarization trips. When you, for example, when you do the course that Virgin offers that teaches you how to sell their product, when you complete it, you're now eligible to go on a cruise for $100 a night. So you can go like a 5 day cruise, it'll be $500 plus the port charges because you have to pay the port charges and you have to pay the taxes. But the cruise is probably, maybe a $2,000, $3,000. So you're getting a really good deal. Good thing is that when you go on these cruises, you can take as many pictures as you want, and now you have stuff that you can present to your clients. Not every company has fam trips. Sometimes they're free, but you get behind the scenes like with Virgin. If you're in Miami and the ship is in port, you have to arrange it, of course. You can get to go tour the ship, which is something I need to do because I haven't been able to take a cruise just yet. But these are some of the perks that you get as a travel advisor. The other thing too is that you get legal and financial support, liability insurance. Some agents provide access to insurance coverage that provide you in case a client issues or um, in case of client issues or supply cancellations. One of the things that you need to get, and I spoke about this in about setting up your agency, is you need to get insurance for your business because you're selling services. And if something happens, a client may want to sue you or something like that, but your business liability insurance will take over as long as you are covered in these instances. Okay, legal support. Host agencies handle compliance, licensing, and tax documentation. You don't have to worry about all this stuff. So that's one of the cool things about doing that. I mean, of course, you need to make sure that your business is licensed because you are conducting a business. And I talked about that in setting up your business. So make sure that your business is licensed, but you don't have to worry about a lot of the things that as a travel agency, you need to be in compliance with because your host agency already took care of all that. Commission tracking and payments. Many host agencies manage commission payments for you, providing timely and transparent tracking of your earnings. This is really good. However, though, like with my agency, you have to put the information into their system. And so when they get paid by the brand that you used, they can match it up to you and you can get paid in your commission. These benefits make joining a host agency a practical choice, especially if you're managing both your blog and travel bookings. So this really works well. All right, so let's look at some of the agencies that are out there. One of them is called Legato, and they're a boutique host agency that provides high-touch support and personalized guidance. They focus on empowering travel agents with tools, CRM systems, and high commission opportunities. They're known for its attention to detail, helping agents with every step of the process from client onboarding to booking. They're best of bloggers who want a supportive boutique experience with a focus on high quality service and personalized client management. I actually highly recommend this agency. And I'm gonna go share just so you get an idea of what it looks like when you go to these agencies. They have like a testimonial section. They talk about the advantage of being with this particular agency. So it tells you that you get a 90-10 is how the commission split is. It tells you about you get training, all that you pay a one-time 475 one-time fee for the setup, and you're good to go. You can get fam trips that they offer you. And so it's good when you go through these agencies to see what they have, and you can set up a call with them and talk to them because you're interviewing them and they're also interviewing you. So that's some of the stuff that you can do with these agencies. Uh, the next one is Fora. Fora is one that's very, very popular with bloggers now, but they're a newer agency with modern approach, focusing on blending the roles of travel advisors and influencers. They offer innovative marketing support, including website integration options, and help advisors leverage their personal brand. Fora also provides access to exclusive properties, higher commissions, and professional development. And this is good for bloggers who are looking to integrate travel booking seamlessly with their online presence and who want strong branding and marketing support. I think for actually give you like a little booking interface and people can come there and do bookings on there. And it's tied into your account. So that's something that if you just want easy peasy, then that's something you want to think about. Now, of course, nothing comes easy, right? So with Fora, they have an annual of $2.99 a year. You get billed every year, and or you can pay $49 a month. I think they used to be 39. Looks like they went up. And it tells you what you have access to, right? Start a 70% commission split, 40 plus hours of live and recorded trainings, and it tells you all the good stuff that you get access to. And our not so secret weapon, they have a booking platform that they've built for their advisors. And so you could put this is a platform that you can put on your site so people can actually come to book from there, and then you get your commissions and things like that. So that's Fora. There we go. Go back. Then we have Avoya from the Avoya network. They are well-established host agents provides a comprehensive platform for independent travel agents. It offers access to top suppliers, robust booking technology, and marketing support. Avoya patented technology matches agents with live leads, making it easier to connect with clients. And agents looking for a strong support system and lead generation is probably who this is geared at. We can take a look at Avoya here. And I couldn't find the pricing for Avoya. But you can come through here. This might be here. Oh, I did find it. So they are pretty expensive. So it's looking at what certification. There's also they have little bundles that you can get where you get the agent education. Clear is cruise lines, and ASTA is another travel agency association. So depending on what you want, you would sign up, uh, based on what they're gonna offer you. Um, you can always go through and check those. The next one we have is Travel Planners International. TPI is known for its focus on education and support with training programs, marketing resource, and CRM tools to help agents grow their business. TPI has flexible pricing plans and offer access to thousands of travel suppliers, including cruises, hotels, and tours. Best of bloggers who want a supportive environment and tools to grow your travel business. So this is Travel Planners. And they have, I think this one I couldn't find the pricing on. But you can just email them and tell, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to find out, how much it's going to cost, et cetera. And so apparently you're saying that without us, you get 10% commission on some of the things. With them, you're going to get 16%. Which is typically what does happen. That's one of the things that you get when you work with an agency. So is it a good idea? What schooling is required? How do I become independent from home? What perks do I get? Let's see what they say about perks. Biggest part of being a travel agent includes being your own boss, growing a small business owner, blah, blah, blah. So I don't really tell you what perks you get. And then let's do the thing. Let's see where that goes. And that goes back to this page for them to ask you questions on. Who's the next one? Dream Vacations. They offer a unique franchise agency specializing in cruises, but also includes tours and all-inclusive vacations. They offer personalized training, marketing, and exclusive supplier deals. It's good for bloggers interested in focusing on cruises or all-inclusive package of franchise model. Now, Dream Vacations. Because they're a franchise, this is what they're looking at for franchise, right? 9,000, 8,000, 7,000, just depend on what you wanna when you set up. Okay, this is actually a franchise, so it's a very different model. The other one is KHM Travel, known for its excellence in customer support and training program. They have a comprehensive educational platform called Travel Agent Campus. Excuse me, they offer access to a wide range of suppliers and tools to manage booking, commissions, and client relationships. Best when your agent's looking for structured training and resources. This is KHM here. you an idea of what they are. They explain what a host agency is. So there are a number of these. I'm only going through just a few of them. There's outside agents, provide a no-cost entry option for new agents, making it one of the more accessible choices. They offer access to hundreds of suppliers and online training resources. Their platform also includes a CRM system to manage interactions. So best for bloggers who are just starting out and want easy, low-cost options. Always remember that you normally don't get something for nothing. So just read everything that you have up to 95% commission. Make sure you know what you're getting into. And this goes for anything that you do. Always read, read, read. So let's get started. Let's see how they ask. So you pay well, I guess it's harder to charge now because it's 26 bucks a month and 46 for unlimited, I guess based on what the different things are. So you can see what you're signing up for, but pretty much you're getting anywhere between $26 a month and $46 a month. IntelliTravel. IntelliTravel offers a straightforward approach for part-time agents with training and material and a strong focus on helping agents with marketing. Their platform allows agents to start booking with no prior experience. They're known for cruise and package deals and good for part-time agents and bloggers who want a simple, flexible setup. So that's IntelliTravel. And that's them here. I have the pricing. Didn't see the pricing on this one either. But again, just go through and check them out, see what they have, and see if it works for you. Excuse me. Should have some order. There's Nexion. They provide access to extensive supplier relationship marketing, materials, and professional development program. They offer mentorship for new agents, a solid tech platform, and various pricing options. Good for agents interested in mentorships and long-term career growth in the travel industry. I think this was Nexion here. And you can see what they offer. So do your research is the best thing I could tell you. This one doesn't have any pricing or anything on there either. Okay, so final tips as a travel blogger, and I saw I had another window open here. This was the IATA. This is the IATA.org website. And once you get to a certain level, you can apply for what's called an IATA card. And the IATA card, it comes from IATA, but you have to have a certain amount of sales to be eligible for the card. It's $48 a year for the card itself, 40 to 48. However, you have to be registered with IATA, which you'll do because you're using the number for another. So you'd be an owner, employer, or independent contractor of an IATA accredited location. So which means that my host agency is already accredited. So I'd have to register with IATA. 20 hours per week in the business of selling travel. That's easy because that's all I do. And earn a minimum of 5,000 salary and or commissions in the prior 12 months, be at least 18 years of age. So it can't be a hobby. It needs to be a business. And so this is how you would get your IATA card. Now, what's the benefit of an IATA card? You get discounts when you travel. So you also get travel insurance. There's something called UATP is what's used to get discount rates at the airline. So sometimes you can get to fly on an airline for like a 50% discount because you have your IATA card. So the benefits are actually quite good when you do that. You don't get any miles or anything for that, but you know, at a discounted rate, who needs miles, right? Um, so I wanted to make sure you guys understood what the IATA card because that's actually a pretty cool deal. To maximize success as a travel agent and blogger, here are some actionable tips to grow your business. You want to make sure you leverage your marketing tools, right? You want to promote the services. Dedicate a section of your blog to your travel agents, to talk about your travel services. Describe what you offer and that you can book itineraries. One of the things that I do is when I send my newsletter out, I have a little section that says, hey, need some travel consulting? Click here, and it goes to a special website that I have set up. And on that website, I ask people what is it that they wanna do. Let's see if I can show you what that is. It's in my newsletter, but I also have it on my Instagram. It's in my link in bio, and this is somewhere where you can put your information as well. And so when someone brings up my link in bio, I think I have something in here that says travel planning. Make your own page. Nope, make your own page. Book consulting time with me. That's just my consultancy thing. That's my course. That's my insurance. And I don't have it in here. I guess I need to put that in here. I thought I had a link that would show me um, where people can come to make a booking. Maybe here. Okay, so I don't have the link in my Beacon page, which now I know I need to go do. But this is what this application is called Turn, and it's like 39 bucks a month. And what it does, it allows people to come in here and tell me about their trip. And when they tell me about their trip, it sends me an email, and now I have all the information, and I can go give them a quote or anything like that, and I can charge them and say this is how much I'm going to charge them and things like that. So this is just one of the tools that you can set up. This didn't, my agency actually have a deal with them, uh, but I think he gives me like $5 off a month or something like that. But it's just one way how I promote my services. And so you just need to think about how you're going to promote yourself. How you going to let people know you do what you do. You can do it on your Facebook page. Lots of people put a link in their little about section on the Facebook page. And so, or they just put a post and say, hey, I book travel. You know, come book travel with me. Use your blog content to establish expertise in specific types of travel. If you do family-friendly travel, adventure trips, or whatever it is that you do, but use your blog to do it. You can do case studies or testimonials. Like I just had two people do a booking recently, so I'm going to see if I can get testimonials from them. Because it's just how people are, they like to know that other people have used your, it's just like when you ask, hey, I want to go to Disney. And people go, well, how was it? What did you do? So they're looking for um, reviews in essence. Uh, the other thing is that you can promote exclusive offers. Host agents often have access to limited time deals. And every now and again, we get a looking and say, hey, these are all the specials that are out there. And I send out a special newsletter. Actually, I sent one out today. And so I can include those in my newsletter. You can use Instagram stories to promote these. Just make sure sometimes some of these may have caveats that says you can't use this particular type of service to do any promotion, and you just have to make sure that you adhere to whatever it says. But if it does, you can put a link in your Instagram story and say, hey, Virgin has $99 rooms for the next 24 hours or 48 hours. Click here to book. That's kind of what you would do. Differentiate yourself by offering custom travel itineraries. Too often you see the same thing that's out there. So if you have an expertise in a particular area, then that's might be what you wanna highlight. Like if like I know how to book flights. And so if you want to book any type of flight anywhere, I'm your person to do that. And I charge accordingly, because it's something that I'm very, very knowledgeable with. I had a client who she had some problems, and She couldn't book something for 3 days, and I was able to help her to do that. So that's the kind of stuff, that you would promote. Um, Same thing, if your audience is luxury or eco-friendly or anything like that, um, set up stuff so they understand that, and you can, do itineraries. Like if someone wants to go to New York and they want to do eco-friendly stuff, then you need to find all the stuff in New York so they can do that. If they want to go to New York for luxury, then you need to know that all the luxury hotels in New York, that are reasonably enough, or all the luxury things that they can do. Because, it's like here in Houston, there's Uber, there's Lyft, and there's Alto. And the difference is, phenomenally different between the three of them. Alto is owned, the company owns the cars. They're cleaned they're fully cleaned every night. And of course they're cleaned between rides. The cars are really nice cars, all of them. And it's equivalent to the Uber, is it X or whatever the top Uber line is. They cost a lot more, but that's just a different level of travel. So if your person loves to travel, then you may want to do, Alto, because it's a much different level of service that you get. And these are drivers that they get paid. Um, they get paid to drive. It's not like they're each ride they're earning for themselves. I think they get paid a salary rather than per ride or something like that. So it's quite different. Track commissions and sales. The host agencies will have little application that you can put your commissions in, or if the sales are being booked on their platform, then they're being tracked. Not everything is being booked on their platform, so sometimes you have to make sure you put everything in their platform so you can get paid. Um, I'll just use an Excel sheet. Like I use an Excel sheet, or when I make a booking, like an Expedia, they give you a thing and it says, these are all the bookings you've made. This is the expected commission. This is where the booking was, this is who made the booking, etc. So when I'm ready to put that into my agency's website, it's easy because I have all the information in one place. All right. So in summarizing, if you really want to make this work for you, um, it's just another way to monetize your blog. And this little thing is jumping all over the place. So, by joining a host agency, bloggers can access essential resources, competitive competitions, commissions, and reliable support. It is just another way to make money. Um, and it also gives you access because some of these allow you to book your own travels, like with Expedia. You could book your own hotels and you get your commission off of their own hotels. So it ends up being a saving for you. If your family is going anywhere, you can book for the family and friends and things like that. And whether you're interested in luxury travel, adventure, or family, this career path has incredible credibility and depth to your travel plan. Um, I suggest if you want to differentiate yourself, then choose like luxury or wellness or outdoors or just some aspect that makes you different than the next person. So you need people to give a reason to come to you to book your travel. Um, and if you want to specialize in cruises, cruises do really well. um, just because all the ships are full these days. But there's cruises and there's cruises. So for example, there is the big ships, 4 or 5,000 people. Then there's a ship that has like 500 people, like Hurtigruten, and they will go their expedition cruises, which is quite different. Then and there's smaller ships, but a smaller number. I mean, when I say smaller ships, the ships are still big, but they're smaller than, the Icon of the Seas type of ship, which is really huge. And then there's like Viking cruises. They do river cruises. And so they go to different like cities in Europe and things like that. And they also do have them in here. There was one of them I found out that does they do some cruises within the United States, which I didn't realize that Viking did cruises in the United States, but they do. May want to do Alaskan cruises. So there's different parts that you can say, hey, my specialty is Alaskan cruises. So if anybody comes to you for other cruises, you can probably book it, but it's not your specialty, right? So make sure you figure out how you can manage this the best. Use the knowledge that you currently have. Okay, so by understanding the benefits of becoming a travel agent, travel advisor, especially through a host agency, you can effectively diversify your income stream while offering valuable service to your audience. And the whole idea behind monetization is having multiple income streams. And so if you look at all the different things that I talked about in the previous lessons, the affiliate marketing, the email marketing, sponsored post, or digital products. These are all different monetization schemes, and travel advisor agency agent is just another one. So the approach combines passion and profit, helping you to turn your travel blog into a more comprehensive travel brand. All right, geez. So are you ready to monetize? If so, make sure you subscribe to, I can't move this out of the way now. Make sure you subscribe and turn your notification on. I do videos all the time, and I want to make sure that, and I'm putting all this together in one course. It'd be like 11 hours long, so you can sit and watch it as long as you want to watch. And just follow me for more insights on travel blogging and monetization. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. And for more insights in travel blogging and monetization, just make sure you follow me. And at the end of these things, I always say, I don't know what's on your mind. So please send me a note, send me an email or anything like that, so I know what's on your mind, and so that I can help you. Because my purpose here is to help you monetize your blog. And there are many different ways to monetize the blog, and I'm here to help you. So that's all I got. I guess I can stop screen sharing. So that's all I got for you. And thank you for watching. This is Kerwin with Travel Blogger 101. Talk to you soon.